Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So let us solve this geometric question. We have O in the center of the circle. This is my O, and AB is equal to what? AE. That is AB is equal to what? AE. It means for isosceles triangle and their base angle are what? Are equal, right? Then AB, we have this AB here from here to here is parallel to what? EC. Okay, this one is parallel to what? EC. Take note. The question now say calculate the angle BCE, that is BC, okay, E, right? Now my BCE, now we can say BCE, okay, is equivalent to what? 50 degree. That is angle in the same segment. Look at this one. This angle here is what? They are in the same segment with what? BCE, okay? That is angle in the same segment, okay? Angle in the same segment, right? Take note. Now we are done with that. The second question says calculate what? BEC. We have what? B, we have my what? B, E, what? C, okay? Now to determine this one, when you look at this one here, we have my BDE is what? Is cyclic collateral to this one. That is my, I can say my BAE plus BDE is equal to what? 180 degree, right? What? Angle in this, the sum of opposite angle, the sum of opposite opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral, okay? Of a cyclic quadrilateral. So take note. So that is, we can say what? This 150 plus this angle, okay, equal to what? 180. Now let me call BA to be x, right? X plus what? 50 equal to what? 180. I can have my x to be what? 180 minus what? 50. So this one will give me what? 130 degree, right? Now, when you look at this one is what? Isosceles to this one, right? I can call this one to be y, right? I can say y plus y, okay? My x here is what? 130 plus 130 equal to what? 180. Why? The sum of angle, the sum of angle in a triangle, the sum of angle in a triangle is equal to what? 180, okay? So y plus y, this one will give me what? 2y equal to what? 180, right? 180 minus 130. Okay, 180 minus 130, this one will give me what? 50 degree. Okay, now we can have my 2y equal to 50 degree, right? Now don't forget that what the coefficient of y is 2, dividing both sides by 2, that is 50 divided by 2, okay? That is my y is equal to what? 25 degree, okay? Now, to determine the third now, we can see that we want to calculate what? BEC. Now, when you look at this one, we have BEC here, okay? Let me call this one to be what? W, right? So it's step by step. Now, if you can look at this angle here, and this angle here is what? Is alternate, okay? That is, this one is alternate to this angle, right? That is my B, my BEC is equal to what? 25 degree, okay? Why? Alternate angle are equal. Alternate angle are what? Are equal. Take note. Alternate angle are equal. That's that. Now, the next thing you want to determine what? CED. This question is step by step. Don't rush yourself, okay? One thing about this cycle geometry, you need to understand the principle. Okay, the theorem 1, theorem 2, up to what? To this theorem. Now to determine CED now, what are we going to do now? That is, I can say what? Now when you look at this one, my O here is what? My O is what? Angle in a semicircle. I can say BE what? BED is equal to what? 90 degree. Reason, angle in a what? Angle in a semicircle is 90 degree, right? Now don't forget that what we want to calculate C. Okay, C, this one is my C, don't forget this one is, we want to calculate what? CE what? CED, that's our motive. C what? CED, we need to calculate small portion of this one, and the whole of this one is what? Is 90. Okay, let me call this one to be just small t, right? I can say what? T plus what? W equal to what? 90. Don't forget that what? You say what? Angle in a semicircle is 90 degree, right? Now the next line of action now is my W is what? You have gotten my W to be, my W is what? Is 25 degree, which is what? This one here. That is my BEC. Let me put it here. Now we can see what? T plus what? 25 degree equal to what? 90, right? Now we can have my T is equal to what? 90 minus what? 25, which is equal to what? 65 degree. Okay, don't forget that what? We want to calculate what? We want to determine what? BCED. Okay, let me just write it here. C what? ED. Now when you look at this one now, my C, this one is my C, right? Let me scroll up a little bit. So let me scroll up. You can see that what? My what? CE, this one is for my CED. Let me just let me just draw a pointer line here. Okay, that is, we have CED is equal to what? Is 65 degree. Please kindly follow, comment, like and share. Okay, bye.